Oh yes, I see you as you can see me. You're welcome to this channel. My name is Joy Akinlolu, with heart bubbling forth with joy. I welcome you. Yeah, with joy. Well, that's my name, Joy. Joy, welcoming you with joy to this channel. Well, if you are a business owner and you're looking for ways for you to grow your business better, I have a special package for you. I'm going to discuss about it towards the end of the program. But for those of you who would like to jump into it right now, go to oddprofit.com and sign up for ways you can use to generate more income to your business, because the more profitable you are, the more happier I become. Well, if this is your first time, well, do something for me. Click on subscribe, like, share, or invite, tag someone, let someone hear about this, because I'm here to pour my heart to you from a business owner to a business owner. So today we'll be looking at 3 things that I want you to do for you to take your business from where it is now to where you want to be. We know, you know, and I know that being a business owner, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. In fact, sometimes I look at it and I wonder, how do we manage? Sometimes you're broke and people see you as if you have money, but you're broke. So, and that's why it is very important as a business owner for you to know some certain things. The terrain of business these days is changing every time. More competition are coming in, which is good. More people are starting up their business. It's fine. A lot of people are becoming their own bosses. Cool. But there are 3 things that I want you to know that will differentiate you from others who doesn't know with you who actually know. And what is that thing? Wait for it. 1, ensure that your own business that you're doing generate more income generates more prospect than every other person does. So for example, my beards generate more whiteness than other people do. Some people try to paint it, but it generates by itself. So you should also do the same thing for your own business. Generate more prospect, more client, more people. Tell as much as possible to know. And how can you handle this? It's very simple. Look at the model that network marketers use. If you've ever seen any network marketer, the first thing it tells you is about his business. The first thing it says, oh, there's a wonderful opportunity. And you know, anytime you hear the word, there's a wonderful opportunity, you know, they should be a network marketer. I'm not saying it's a bad business, but just wanted you to know that that model works for them. And you can also do the same thing in your business. So if you're looking for somebody to give you better advice when it comes to business, then it should be me. If you're looking for somebody to show you how you can make more money from palm oil business, it should be me. What am I trying to tell you? I'm trying to use the same system on you, trying to market myself to you. It's that simple. So get that one right. Now, a lot of people have come up. You can use Facebook adverts, Instagram, LinkedIn, and any other social media platform. You can use Google. You can use your local newspaper. You can do other things. But there are other ways of getting more clients that does not even involve you spending money. You want to know? Okay, go to hotprofit.com right now and sign up. Then you get an information that shows you how you can generate an additional 500,000 to $1 million from your existing business. So if you don't have an existing business, it might not work for you. But if you have an existing business, this will work for you, especially if you've been running your business for a while. This will work for you. Now, having mentioned the first one, the second one is an overlooked something. It's an overlooked thing that I see repeated over and over in many businesses. Yeah, what is it? What is that one? It is the act of keeping your client. Now, I want you to think in terms of monopoly. If you've ever played a game of Monopoly, you notice that the person who can take control of a jurisdiction, of a location, always win. The person who can take control, the person who always lose control will lose. So I want you to monopolize your client. I want you to try as much as possible to do something for them, in the sense that whenever they're thinking about doing business with someone, they are thinking about you and no one else, just you. So what is it that you want to do? You want to try as much as possible to give them offer for them to stay. Now, have you ever thought about it? Somebody who bought from you the first time, they spent 100,000. Do you know that if that same person trusts you more or buys a second time, it may end up spending 200, it may end up spending 500 or more, or it may end up even bringing all his family members to you so that they buy only from you. So, and that's the essence of what I am trying to tell you now. So find a way, find something you can do to monopolize the market so that you'll be the only one that your business or your client think about, or they think about doing business with when it comes to you. Many people fail in this regard. They do Facebook advert, they do all this advert, they get people to come in, they get people to buy from them. And what do you see them doing? Next time when they need sales, what do? They go back and start running adverts. Now, what about the people you brought in? Guy, you're wasting more money. You're wasting a lot of money there. Find a way to have a good communication with them. If you want to know more about how you can actually structure this, go straight to oddprofit.com and sign up right there. Then you see other ways you can use to generate more clients to come into you. Now, the third aspect is a very beautiful one. But don't forget the first one I told you, which is generate more prospect, generate more leads that you can handle. Then secondly, keep as much as possible, monopolize your client, get them to be yours. Every time they're thinking about you, will be only you alone. Very soon in the future videos, I'm going to show you examples of real life examples of how we do it, how you can do it, how other people are also doing it. And these are simple strategies that will make your client always think only about you. The third one, which is missing in most business owners, is your ability. The ability that you have to manage the money that comes into you. Now, I've seen a lot of business owners do this. They bring in the money, but they look at all the old system. They can't say this is where the money goes to. Yeah, it happens. It happens to me. It happens to every business owner out there, because nobody teaches you about what you can do to actually do this. You've read Rich Dad Poor Dad, where Rich Dad Poor Dad talks about pay yourself first, and you think, how can I pay myself first? Okay, maybe I should pay myself a salary. Yeah, paying yourself a salary is just one part to it, but how do you actually pay yourself? Now, instead of doing sales minus expenses equals profit, that's what we do. Sales comes in, you remove your expenses, whatever is left is your profit. And that is if anything is left at all. Now, why not think in terms of turning it upside down, which is where you have sales minus profit equals expenses. Now, let me give you an instance. Let's assume that you want to pay yourself first. Now, you have a particular percentage in mind that you want to use to pay yourself first. Now, what you do is that you take off that percentage each time cash comes into your purse. Then you can do that effectively. If you have to do with your children's school fees, you can also use the same thing. If you have to do with tax, you can use the same thing. Now, this system I'm telling you now, I'm also going to tell you more about it in the next video, where we look into detail about how can you do this effectively. Now, if you are a business owner and you can take care of all these three areas of your business, which my channel talked about, you will notice that you can move swiftly from generating a particular amount to growing it consistently, because you've created a system for yourself. So stick around. You want to learn more about all those three areas, which are intertwined. They're much more deeper than what it is right now. But I hope this information I've just passed across to you makes a lot of sense to you. So go out there and try to implement. Don't just listen, don't just watch and say, wow, this guy makes a lot of sense. You make a lot of sense watching me right now, but do something for me. Apply. Just go and make an application of what you've learned and get back to me. If you have any question, drop it down below and I will definitely get back to you. Don't forget, subscribe, share, like, do whatever you like. Just let people know about this. I love you. My name is Joy Akinlolu. And don't forget, go to hotprofit.com.